In the quiet, rolling countryside of Yorkshire sat Burton Agnes Hall, an elegant manor where tranquility seemed to reign. However, this facade concealed a dark secret that none spoke of freely. As dusk pierced the late autumn skies with hues of bruised purple and dying ember, the hall's oppressive silence was broken only by the occasional, inexplicable groan emanating from the east wing. If one were to follow these sounds, they would be led to a small, obscure room cloaked in shadows and haunted by a bone-chilling legend. This room housed the screaming skull of Burton Agnes Hall. Centuries ago, the hall was inhabited by three sisters, Anne, Frances, and Eleanor, and the youngest and most spirited of them all met a grisly end. On a storm-lashed evening, as she awaited her sister's return from the village, thieves besieged the manor, and, caught in the struggle, met her untimely demise. Though it is said she succumbed to her mortal wounds, whispers in the village suggest darker forces were at play. Anne's final wish had been to remain within the walls of her beloved home, a wish that her distraught sisters endeavored to honor. Entombed beneath the manor, her body rested uneasily, for within her skull, an echo of her agony, her defiance, her very soul lingered. After Anne's burial, the tranquility they sought was elusive. Strange occurrences plagued Burton Agnes Hall. Doors slammed with a force that shook the very foundations, chilling screams sliced through the night, and those within felt an overbearing sense of dread and melancholy. These phenomena culminated in an inexorable conclusion. The skull of Anne had to be exhumed and brought indoors. When the skull finally found its resting place within the manor walls, nestled inside that small room, the disturbances ceased, though not entirely. Those who dared to enter its domain felt a heavy, oppressive presence, as if being watched intently by unseen eyes. Over the centuries, caretakers and new occupants tested the legend, removing the skull in an attempt to quell their doubt or out of sheer curiosity. Without fail, the same reign of terror resumed, the blood-curdling screams, the relentless pounding on the walls, the shadows converging upon one another. Petrified, they would return the skull, appeasing the restless spirit that demanded its unholy vigil. To this day, the screaming skull of Burton Agnes Hall sits in its macabre sanctuary, a silent guardian whose power ebbs and flows with the curiosity and fear it inspires. Those who hear the faint whispers of Anne's torment refuse to speak of it, lest they attract her unrest. The hall stands as an eternal monument to her unfulfilled wish, where silence is but a fragile veneer hiding the tumultuous tides of a curse that endures through the ages.